Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to record your story for this assignment. You're going to go ahead and open up Audacity by selecting the search window in the bottom left corner and typing in Audacity. You want to make sure that the program is ready for recording, so hit the record button and start talking. As you can see, it's not a straight line. If it were a straight line, that would be an issue. The first thing you'll want to check is that there is a solid red dot on the device.
Once you have pressed on it to make it a solid red dot, test your recording.
So hit the record button and start talking. As you can see, it's not a straight line. If it were a straight line, that would be an issue. Go ahead and hit the stop button and then rewind it and play it to make sure you can hear your voice. And it is working. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I don't want to save it. And I'm going to go ahead and get my story. You can go to your Google Slide to read your story, or you can open up a window and go to your Drive and open up the story that way. Either way will work. So you want to get it so you can see the entire story. If you can't, you can click on the Control minus sign to make the window smaller, and you can see the entire story. I'm going to go ahead and move this over. I need to make sure that I can actually see the entire story, but I also need Audacity over here next to it. So I'm ready to start recording. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button and start reading. If you make a mistake, you do not need to start over. You could simply remove the error that you make. So for example, I'll hit record. The bison chiger is a very unique and basic. Notice I keep messing up. Now I've messed up way too much on that one. So I'm going to start over, hit record. The bison chiger is a very unique and fascinating animal that is part tiger, cheetah, and bison. I'm going to hit stop so I can show you what I just did. So as you recall, this was a huge error. And then I started re-recording right here. So I would select this. I would hit the delete button of my keyboard. So if you make a mistake, recorrect yourself and then remove the mistake when you edit your audio. I'm going to go ahead and open up the recording I did earlier of the entire story. And here it is. This is the entire story that I read. It has a lot of errors. Keep in mind when you're editing, if it's a straight line, that's silence. So you would select it and delete it, and then you would hit the play button to listen to your story. Now you can choose to take this, which is nothing. Before deleting it, do hit the play button to make sure it's not your voice. So it's not my voice and it's not necessary, so I will delete it. Now this again, this is a lot of silence. You don't want to remove all the silence, but you want to remove part of it. Again, this looks like silence. Hit the play button, silence. And I'm going to keep playing and removing imperfections.
It even has the tail of a dog. It can be found in the prairies and plains of the United States and Canada. It is carnivorous.
Again, this is too much silence. I mean, you could literally go in and delete this, but make sure that there's no unnecessary breathing that you want to remove or any errors. I want to show you an error right here. So I hit the stop button, which is orange. This part right here, I made a mistake, but I recorrected myself. Notice that, so I'm going to delete it. I will go back a little before and play it to make sure I didn't take out too much. There you go. So far, so good. I wanted to point out that you should also remove unnecessary breathing. We don't want to hear your breathing in your story. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this breathing piece and continue. If you're still editing and the bell is about to ring, make sure that you do File, Save Project As. I will click OK. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my desktop folder in Computer Design in the Switchzoo, and I will just call it Story and save. It is now ready to be opened the next day for you to continue editing. Once you've completed editing, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it next to your story and make sure that it is word for word. That is the goal of this, is to record it word for word. So you would go ahead and rewind it. You would hit the play button and read along to your story and make sure that it matches word for word. Once it does match word for word, you're going to do File, you're choosing Export. You're going to go to that folder on your desktop called Switchzoo and call it Story, and you're going to go ahead and change the type to an MP3 and then choose Save. If this window pops up, click OK, and your story is now ready to be added to your Google Slide. This concludes the session on how to record your voice using Audacity. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.